Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers. We are nearly at the end of the January transfer window of the 2029-2030 season, but we've had a takeover. Our chairman is now a man called Peter Andrew, who has two first names, which is always worrying. He's now in charge. Lindsay Talbot, our former chairwoman, I guess is what you'd call her. She's not a chairman, she's a chairwoman. She has left, she has gone, she sold the club to Peter Andrew and friends, and they've turned it into a PLC. Financially, I don't think it's really done a huge amount for us. We've got 50 million in the bank. It's not really gone down. We're still basically exactly the same as where we were earlier. What's that you say? I've still got the red financial fair play thing. Yeah, that's not gone away. Very good reason for it. I've not sold anyone. Nobody wants to buy any of my players. And I can't seem to get that wage budget down. I need to get it down by nearly 300k a week. And there's not a chance it's going to happen. The only transfers for us so far this window in has been Rodders and Glenn Bell, who you would have seen in the last episode. Out. There's been a few players gone out on loan. Constant Diaby has gone to Darmstadt. Dejan Lakisevic has gone to Crystal Palace. We'll come back to him. Sasa Poppin has gone to Leyton Orient. Nicky Kane has gone to Brentford. Julian Ortiz has gone to Levante. Ivan Petrovic, the fullback, has gone on loan to Everton. And Jim Walker has gone to Bradford City. And you'll notice they're all out on loan. Dejan Lakisevic went on loan to Crystal Palace. They paid money for him. And then immediately broke his leg. And I mean immediately, literally, turned up on a Wednesday, broke his leg on a Thursday. Well, broke his ankle, sorry. So I called him back. So we picked up, I think we picked up like 350k. Yeah, 375k we managed to get for him. Yeah, I don't know, like Palace got literally nothing out of him. He's back here again. I'm kind of annoyed because if he played for Palace for half a season, he might have got a little bit better. 5 games in between episodes then to run through. First up was in the FA Cup against Derby County, and it was a 4-0 victory. Pasquale Soler, Nikola Popovic, Adam Fenton and Adam Bassiouni. Nikola Popovic, you say? Yeah, he's come back from his loan. So has Hassan. Popovic, who was on loan at Tottenham, I believe, wasn't really playing a lot of games. He's a very good footballer. We are a little bit short on central midfielders, so Popovic has come back. Similar to Popovic, Hassan, the Iranian midfielder, has also returned from his loan spell in France at Montpellier. He was actually getting a lot of football there, but I kind of want him here. Like, he's not really developing, and I feel like if we can keep an eye on him, maybe we can develop him better ourselves. Back in the league, and a 1-0 victory against Cardiff, and we were very, very fortunate in this game. We almost got FM'd. We won thanks to a Gustavo Ortuzzo goal on 40 minutes, but Gianluca Guardino missed a penalty on the 42nd minute, and they also had a goal disallowed. So, we could have, in theory, lost this one 2-1 if everything went Cardiff's way. Thankfully it didn't, and Nikola Popovic once again has a decent performance, gets himself man of the match. Up next at New White Hart Lane, a somewhat nervy performance against Tottenham, but it did result in a victory. It was 3-2 in the end. Pasquale Soler opened the scoring on 7 minutes. Then a quick-fire Harry Kane double on 15 and 20 minutes put Tottenham ahead. Boban Stevkovic then, not too long after, 15 minutes in fact, after Harry Kane's second goal, makes it 2-2. Into the second half, Ahmed Bassiouni, the fullback, manages to get another goal for himself this season, making it 3-2 and giving us a 3-2 victory and a very, very useful 3 points against a really good Tottenham side. And another victory on the spin, this time up against Huddersfield. 3-0 in the end. Pasquale Soler, Andrea Damianov and Gustavo Ortuzzo with the goals. 3 more points. A comfortable victory here. And then we drew 0-0 with Southampton, which was pretty disappointing. Today then we are going to be up against 11th place West Ham. We are currently sat 2nd place in the table, 2 points behind table-topping Chelsea. This is the story of this season so far. Chelsea are just better than us, but only slightly. They've still got a game in hand, and obviously if we play, or once we play West Ham, they will then have 2 games in hand, so this really is a must-win game for us. On the subject of transfers, we've had a couple of nibbles of interest on a certain couple of players. I've transfer listed some important people as well. Nenad Kampar and Dimi are both transfer listed. Because they're not really playing, I would like to sell Ortuzzo. As great a footballer as he is considered a world-class striker now, apparently, according to some scouts. As great a footballer as he is getting paid far, far too much money for us at the moment, and I'm thinking he's probably the best one to shift on. The starting lineup for the West Ham game will be Juan Pablo Velez in goal, Stevkovic, Urukalo and Gomez Rigo are the back 3, Rodders and Bassiouni are the fullbacks, Nikola Popovic and Alberto Torres in the middle, Fenton, Ortuzzo and Soler are the 3 strikers. Because we are so far into this game now, all matches against teams, like every time I play West Ham, it all kind of blurs into one. So I can't remember whether they're any good or not. I know they've got a Turkish winger, I think. Kadir something on the left-hand side. He's really good because he always seems to score against us, this guy. However, I don't know if anyone else in that team is any good. 2 minutes on the clock and we have a highlight. Torres into Basuni, into the bottom corner, and Ahmed Basuni has got himself another goal for this season. I'm not sure how many he's got, but he's definitely racking in the goals at the moment. A very quick opening to the game. I wasn't really expecting that. 3 minutes on the clock, putting us top of the table now. Just 1 point clear of Chelsea. And Popovic has taken a knock. Wonderful. Groying with the throw to Neuhaud. Felipe. I'm assuming the F means Felipe. Luis with the ball. Back to Ruiz. Ruiz got 2 Blackburn players for company, and hopefully we can get it off of him. Yes, we can. Fenton does that. Forward to Ortuzzo, but it's not going to find him. Horvath, the goalkeeper for West Ham. I think he's real. Lumps it upfield towards our striker, but Urukalo collects the ball. Ortuzzo has a go from outside the area, and that was just always going to go away from the goal. Horvath with the goal kick over the halfway line. Urukalo heads forward, but it's lumped upfield by Day. Gomez Rigo, though, gets it. Basuni, the goal scorer. Gomez Rigo across. Boban Stevkovic. Forward to Rodders. Controls it on the halfway line. The Brazilian runs down, runs past his man, keeps it in play as well. Crosses it in. Sole is there. It clips the top of the bar, and it's over for a goal kick. We've made it to half-time. It is just the 1 goal for us, 0 goals for West Ham. Team talk seemed fairly standard. Do I bring off Popovic? I mean, I haven't. I've just clicked continue, but Popovic has been injured now for quite a while. Do I want to keep him on? 15 minutes into the second half and we've had 0 highlights, and it is time for a substitution. And, do I have one on the bench? I've got kind of one. Right. I've said this before, this is what I'm doing. I'm slowly training Basuni up to be a ball in the midfielder. So, Basuni is going to move into the ball in the midfielder slot. Fenton's not having a great game either. So let's bring on Andy Damianov. Let's bring off Pascal Sole as well for Thomas Valenta. All 3 substitutions. Nothing bad can happen now. And watch us pick up an injury in about 3 minutes' time. Velez with the goal kick for Blackburn. First highlight of the second half, and it has taken 20 minutes or so to get here. Valenta with the ball. Forward to Damianov. Damianov's been tackled, but Valenta is going to get the ball anyway. Is he going to cross it in? Yes, he does cross it in. Ortuzzo facing away from goal. Back behind Torres. Torres to Valentin. Crosses in. Valentin to Rodders. Chests it down. And Rodders has hit the outside of the post and it's gone wide. Horvath with the goal kick. I'm assuming following that chance as well. Gomez Rigo heads forward. Luis. Gonzalez for West Ham. Gonzalez gets round his man, but he's still got another one for company. Crosses it in. Stevkovic clears. Ruiz is going to get the ball, though. Crossed in again, and it is just wide by Forestier. 8 minutes of normal time to play. Ortuzzo flicked head on to Damianov. How did Damianov get that? No idea, but Andy Damianov should have put that away. Instead, he hits it millimetres wide. Corner for Torres to take. It's in. Rob Holding clears. Andy Damianov's going to get it back. Torres would like it. Torres does get it. First time pass to Ortuzzo. Edge of the area. Has a go. Gustavo Ortuzzo, the world-class striker, has made it 2-0 on 85 minutes. It is a great finish from the Brazilian, who, for some reason, has still not got any Brazil caps. I think some inspired substitutions there probably did the trick. Danso with a throw for West Ham. Gomez Rigo clears. Andy Damianov controls. Kicks upfield, finds Ortuzzo. Ortuzzo got Valenta running. Controls it. Has to go out wide because he's got no real support. Low and hard into the area. Horvath makes the save, although it wasn't really a shot, was it? And because it wasn't a shot, the highlight is carried on. Valenta's got the ball back from Ortuzzo. He's running towards the goal, and that was a shot, and it has just gone wide. 93 minutes on the clock. This is going to be the end of the game. It's going to be 2-0, and it's going to be 3 more well-deserved points to keep us at pace with table-topping Chelsea, although we are technically table-topping. Chelsea play later on today against Southampton in the FA Cup semi-final, or League Cup semi-final, some cup final, something or other. So, we are going to be 2 games in hand over Chelsea for quite a while, I think. Well done, boys. Good result. That's actually almost what I said. A good win, boys. Well done. So that does put us top of the table, just 1 point clear of Chelsea, but we're top of the table, 25 games in. The transfer window is open for 2 more days, so this episode could either last about an hour or about 20 minutes, depending on how much transfer activity goes on. Transfer deadline day, and the first bit of news, it is not a permanent transfer out, which in a way is quite good. Nenad Kampar is going to join Newcastle, and the only reason why I did it is because they're going to pay all his wages. He's going as a rotation. I think he's probably good enough to be a first team, but that's going to take £57,000 a week off of our wages, which is going to help massively for financial fair play. It is 2:30 on deadline day, and there is not even a sniff for any of our players. So I'm going to actually have to try and start offering people out. Leicester have made a bid for Dimmy. It's 5.75 million. I mean, as you can see there's a lot of clubs interested. He's a good footballer, but he's not good enough for us. He's considering his options. He is an influential player. Just do it. I need the money. I don't need the money. I need the financial fair play thing. There goes Dimmy. He is off to Leicester. That is another player off the books, although Campar's still technically here. I don't think it's made a dent in my financial fair play. That is my concern. I think my financial fair play is still massively, massively over budget. Yeah, we're not even close. We've gone down from 108 million, I think it was, now to 105 million, but we need to get it down to 88. It's not going to happen at all, is it? Nope, it didn't happen. So, the window's closed. There wasn't even a sniff in any of our players, really, apart from the 2 that I offered out. Well, Kampar I offered out, no one wanted to buy him, but he went out on loan. Dimmy I offered out, and people wanted to buy him, but for really cheap. That's kind of... I mean, we spent a lot of money. We spent £33 million. We made it worse. So it's now the 1st of February, and I believe I might have just won Manager of the Month. Gomez, Rigo, and Ortuzzo are 2nd and 3rd place Player of the Month. Young Player of the Month goes to Big Bad Boban Stevkovic. And there it is. Manager of the Month. I just got an achievement. I don't know what the achievement was. I'm assuming I've won Manager of the Month 10 times or something overall. I don't know. Considering it's taken, 13 years or something stupid to do it, that's quite a long time. And it seems like German Cordoba has managed to win Player of the Month for La Liga in Spain. FA Cup time up against Watford. Now, I know, end of last episode I said we were going to get... I can't even remember what matches we were going to get, but basically, because we beat Derby, we managed to get into the FA Cup 4th round, which then rejigged all the fixtures, which means you got the last match and you're going to get the Watford game, okay? Deal with it. The starting lineup then for the FA Cup game, and it's all changed in pretty much every position. Gill will be the goalkeeper, Big Bad Boban Stevkovic, Ivan Uricalo and Glenn Bell will be the back 3. Branko Markovic will be the right-sided fullback. Slavko Anacic, the very upset Slavko Anacic, will be the left-sided fullback. He's really upset, basically because he's not in the Champions League squad because I've got too many foreigners. Every time I have to register any form of team, someone gets annoyed because they're not in it. Klaus Jensen and Hassan will be the 2 midfielders today. Andy Damyanov will be just behind the 2 strikers of Thomas Valenta and Lee Butler. Lee Butler is still only 16 years old. His birthday is in May. So Lee Butler, he's probably played about 10 games for us now, maybe a bit more, and he's still not even eligible for a full-time contract. I'm hoping the change in personnel is not going to affect us massively. Obviously, we are a lot worse. Bell, Hassan and Butler aren't exactly first choice material at the moment, but hopefully it's not going to make too much difference because we've still got the Eurocalos of this world, we've got the Jensens, we've got the Damyanovs, still some decent players there. Markovic with the throw into the area, but towards absolutely nobody. Markovic first time cross, cleared by Reed. Hassan gets the ball into the area, and Hassan has managed to put it into the back of the net. I think that's his first ever goal for the club. I don't see how he would have scored another goal. It is his first ever goal for the club. We are 1-0 up in the FA Cup 4th round against Watford, and it is the young Iranian midfielder Hassan with the goal. Reed with the throw for Watford. Carnell, Pineda, Rankin Costello. That is not Joe Rankin Costello, is it? Morrill with the ball. Forward to the left back. Castro whips in the cross. Terrace is there. Terrace has put it in. Robbie Terrace. It's Robert Terrace, but Robbie Terrace has managed to score a goal. It is 1-1. I'm a little bit shocked that Joe Rankin Costello is still playing, and he's playing at, I assume, a reasonably high level with Watford. Half time, it is 1-1, and it's not exactly going massively well. Anacic is playing awful. kind of not surprised because he doesn't want to be here at the moment. So Anacic is going to come off. Butler's having an absolute shocker as well. So Butler for Pasquale Sole. We've gone a little bit stronger in the second half. Markovic with a free kick, and the fullback has had a go. It wasn't the best free kick, but you could see what he was trying, and so far that is the only action of this second half. Bongiovanni with the corner for Watford. It's cleared. Pascal Sole's not going to get there. Robbie Terrace does. Pineda to Bongiovanni once again. Rada into the area. Gill makes a fairly easy save, and are we going to see Gill roll it out to a fullback? Bell gets the ball. Stevkovic to Jensen. Jensen lumps it upfield. Pasquale Sole is going to run onto the end of that as well. He does run onto it. Can he find someone in the box? He's gone it alone, and Odegaard makes the save. It's going to be a corner. Urukalo to take the corner. Why is Urukalo taking it? It's gone all the way out to Hassan. Is he going to have another go? He's not going to have another go. Corner for Damjanov. Jensen's there. It's cleared. Valenta's going to get it though. Valenta crosses in. Stevkovic is there at the back, and Big Bad Boban has put it in the back of the net, but I think he was offside. That's annoying. Final 5 minutes. I feel like I should do a sub, but at the same time, I can't be bothered. Odegaard with a goal kick. There is just over 30 seconds left of injury time to play, so it is probably going to be a 1-1 draw against Watford, and it's going to be an extra game onto our calendar of fixtures because we're going to have to go for a replay. Full time then, 1-1. Not a particularly great result at all. Defensively, we were not good. Markovic getting a 6.3 wasn't great. I mean, going forward, Damjanov a 6.4, 6.5 for Valenta as well. Man of the match goes to Hassan of all people. That is all we've got time for this episode. We're now into February. We are currently at top of the table, but that is because Chelsea still haven't caught up with any games. So far in this episode, Chelsea haven't actually managed to play a league game. They've played 2 different cup competitions. We've obviously played 1 cup competition against Watford. Next episode, we are not going to go very far at all. We're actually going to go to the 16th of February, where we have the big one, up against second place Chelsea. If we beat them, and we've already done it once this season, that is going to make the title race a hell of a lot more interesting. And then we're also going to have the first leg of the Roma game, who have Kieran Tierney, who's unregistered. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And I will see you next time.